Happy Halloween!
Hello, Brewtubers, and happy belated Halloween! Today is actually 31st October for me, but I know I'm not going to be able to upload this video and edit it and finish it and make it reach your screens until maybe a couple of days. So, happy belated Halloween from my side. I didn't brew any pumpkin ale this year because of lack of time, but the closest thing to a Halloween related beer I have here to share with you is my Rye Red IPA. Well, at least this thread, and of course I wouldn't forget about the taste test. Actually, I've been willing to record this video since a couple of weeks, but then I just thought, well, I don't have any beer for Halloween, so let's do it. Let's use that beer for Halloween. Let's go to the basic and boring stuff first. ABV. Considering that the original gravity was 1068 or 1.068, and the final gravity, as you can see here in the picture, is 1.022. According to Brewer's Friend's ABV calculator, this beer is 6.04% ABV, so let's call it 6% ABV. Not bad for the style, and for the recipe I just missed 1 point in the original gravity. It should have been 1069, and for the final gravity it should have been 1015, so I missed 7 points. I don't know why, but it is what it is. So that's for the alcohol content. Now, bottle conditioning time, a lot of time. In this case, it's more than 2 months. I brewed this beer the week before I went to brew my craft beer, the beer that is now being sold in some of the best pubs and bars and even restaurants here in Spain. So yeah, well, I would say even 3 months. So with that being said, and without further ado, let's crack it open. Boom. That was quite an intense opening. Now we'll pour it gently and carefully, because this one is carbonated just right. Okay, I'll stop it here. Look at this. I was bragging about the clarity, but actually it's not that crystal clear. It's I would say it's fairly clear. Let me see if let me use my phone and I could show you the color. It's a dark red color. Okay, here you can see it. Carbonation is very active. You can even see that the head is growing. It's not it's not dissipating, it's actually growing. So yeah. Well, that's the carbonation. You can even see some hop particles there. There you go. Now from this side. Yep, I could say I did a good job on this one with regards to carbonation and all that. Color is between red, dark red and orange, probably. Copperish red and orange. So that's the color. That's what she looks like. Now let's smell it. And well, as you could imagine, due to the excessive and massive amount of hops that were added to this beer, it is hoppy. It's very punchy. And well, I feel like there is a predominance of Amarillo upon all the others, which I find really, really, really pleasant. That's one of my favorite varieties. And here it is. Look at the head. It's thick and concise, and it's not going anywhere. It just stays there. So probably my protein rest and the mash out worked really well in this regard. So, with that being said, that is what she looks like, that is what she smells like, that is what the head is, and now it's tasted. Cheers! And happy Halloween again. Oh, it's a punchy one. There are two things that because I haven't really tried it, and there are two things that I really like in this beer. The first one is some sort of spicy, smoky flavor that rye attributes to beers. So definitely I will be trying and experimenting with rye again. I wonder how would it be if I added some rye to a stout. That would be fantastic because it's some sort of peppery taste between black pepper and some smoked flavor. So that's the first thing I like about this beer. The second thing I like about this beer is the hops, obviously. It's very fruity. I would say even slightly refreshing. Not totally refreshing because this one is really high in IBUs. So it's got some high bitterness. And it's perfectly fine for this time of the year. I don't know if I told you before, but for some reason when it's cold, not that it's really cold now here, but it's colder than summer. When it's cold, I like IPAs and also dark beers. But I mean, what I mean to say is that I'm not the type of person that stops drinking IPAs when it's winter and only drinks dark beers. I could perfectly enjoy an IPA on winter and a stout on summer. But hey, that's me. And another thing I'm really liking about this beer now is that the hops aroma and the taste are keeping really well in this beer. I remember when I tried the first one, it was like 2 weeks bottle conditioning, and you could smell the fresh hops. And now they haven't decayed that much for 3 months. So that's good. The flavor, well, they're more resistant flavor-wise than aroma-wise. So I'm not surprised with the amount of hops that this has. It's a hop bomb. I'm not surprised that it's there, the flavor. It's the aroma that really surprises me, and it happily surprises me. Yeah, it's there. It's there. A lot of Amarillo. Beautiful. Beautiful beer. Another thing I realized when brewing this beer now with the result is how effective Bravo, the variety, the hop variety, how effective Bravo is for complementing some fruity hops like Amarillo. I was recently chatting with a beer judge. He's a certified judge for beer contests and all that, and he was telling me that there are some hops that complement each other in a way that they won't saturate your taste buds. You will be able to perceive more flavors even if you use less amounts of each hop. And without knowing it, when I was brewing this beer, now I can tell you that I know what happens, and definitely Bravo is a great complement for Citra and Amarillo. The other hops that were used in this beer were Chinook and Columbus. Columbus was mainly used for bittering, but it was also used in the dry hopping phase. To be entirely honest, I don't taste any Columbus here. It's the fruity hops that shine. Citra, Amarillo most of all, and Bravo. So yeah, think about this next time you're brewing. Hops like Motueka, Bravo, and Galaxy complement really well with Mosaic and Amarillo and Cascade. That way you can create more complex beers in terms of aroma, and it would seem like they taste more like hops, even using a smaller amount of hops for dry hopping and even for bittering and during the boil. So that's it for me today. I will enjoy this beer watching TV, watching some of your videos, and I'll edit this video tomorrow and probably I'll publish it in a couple of days. I don't know. So once again, I hope you had a fantastic Halloween night. I certainly will, drinking some of these. If you like what you see, like, and don't forget to subscribe. And as always, Thanks for watching. Cheers and fantastic beers. Cheers.